was found in the master bedroom in a prone position.
Face up, face down.
Face up.
Face up. And Dr. Levy, do you have any information on motive?
I do not. I have not heard, besides the rumors we've all heard about what possible motive there could be for this death.
Shh, quiet, Sammy.
This kind of thing just isn't supposed to happen. Not here. I'll tell you honestly, we're talking about good, all-American folks, as nice and as normal as they could be. We love them both.
Lift our hearts to Jesus.
Raise them to the Lord.
You couldn't meet a sweeter couple in your life.
Welcome, everybody.
She just about worshipped the ground that he stepped on.
It took a lot of courage. That's right. Nowadays, it takes a lot of courage to live a Christian way of life. Goodness knows, each day the news reminds us how evil our society has become. Television and the internet pump filth right into our homes. You can't walk down the street without seeing your average teenage girl dressing like a streetwalker. It seems like morality, ethics, and our entire system of values has gone by the wayside. It seems like society is just begging us to deny Christ, doesn't it? We're different because we believe what the Bible tells us, that we are all one in Christ, but that men and women are different and have different roles in society. We get asked, why aren't there any women preachers in the Church of Christ? I mean, why are we treating our women like second-class citizens? Now, I just want to make one thing clear, that personally, I have absolutely nothing against women. I mean, some of my best friends are women. Well, my wife, she's a woman. My 3 daughters will be women someday. Now, you ask any man here and he'll tell you, women are the lifeblood of this church. Women keep our homes and our families together. They teach our children, and they show us what Christian love is all about. Now, I ask you, what is more important than that?
I never knew a thing about it.
Mama, can I go home with Caitlin?
Well, baby, you're gonna have to go ask your daddy.
You know, I'm just gonna see you next Tuesday at the social committee.
Okay. Have a good day,
See
ladies.
ya.
I baked you some icebox cookies.
Oh, Millie, you are spoiling me.
Just the kind you like.
Daddy, can I go home with Caitlin?
Emily, where are your manners? Say hello to Mrs. Anderson, Miss Hopewell.
Nice to see you, ma'am.
Nice to see you too, sweetheart.
I just love your little dress. Thank you. Daddy.
Sunday's a family day, you know that.
Oh, you're doing a beautiful job raising your girls.
Oh, that's not me. That's all Mary's doing. Best mother in the whole world.
We'll see you next Sunday, Pastor.
All right, thanks for these two. See you.
Young man with an old soul, that's how I describe him. Everybody fell in love with him right off, especially the women.
Emily, what have I told you about interrupting me in front of a congregant?
I'm sorry, Daddy.
It's all right, honey. Hannah, what are you wearing on your feet? Flip-flops in church?
The straps broke on my nice shoes. It was either flip-flops or dirty sneakers.
Girls, we have been over this. You are the pastor's daughters. Everything you say and do reflects on me, on our whole family.
Jesus wore sandals. Hannah.
Young lady, until you are righteous enough to walk in Jesus' shoes, you will dress appropriately in God's house. Is that clear?
Uh-huh.
All right. Have a cookie.
The sweetest little girls on God's green earth. And Matthew was a wonderful father.
Not so good. We'll get there. That wasn't so good either. Put some spin on it.
Hey there.
Howdy.
I'm Tara, your new neighbor across the street. I thought I'd come over because my boy was upset. And I thought he must have misunderstood. He said you threatened to shoot our dog. I said, no, he didn't. That's our neighbor, the pastor.
Forgive me, ma'am. There's a Rottweiler. Just thought, your son should know that there's a few folks around here who shoot a dog like that.
Oh, Sammy wouldn't hurt a flea. No, he's old. He's sweet as pie. He's been around children all his life.
I just hate for something bad to happen to him, that's all.
Well, you have a nice day then.
All right.
I knew something wasn't right. In a way, I wasn't surprised. I've got lots and lots of extra ribbon, girls.
Bobby, have you seen Stella lately? I mean, I haven't seen her in church in a few weeks.
Stella told Jackson she wanted a divorce.
I knew something was up.
Well, he's not giving it to her.
What does she expect? He's a deacon in the church, for goodness sakes.
She wasn't raised Church of Christ. Her people are Presbyterian.
Figures. Did she say why she wanted a divorce?
Not to me, but I have my suspicions.
Let's face it, you never really know what goes on behind closed doors.
Well, anyway, she's gone back to him. I mean, what choice did she have? She made her vows before God.
Amen. He made vows too, didn't he?
Sugar, sometimes I forget how young you are.
You've got nothing to worry about. Not with your husband. What a total sweetheart you married.
You are the luckiest woman on the planet.
Look at these, Mary. Sweepstakes forms. Found underneath a big pile of papers. $50,000 cash, $100,000 cash.
Matthew.
It'd be nice if we could pay out some of our debts, you know? College loan, car loan, money we borrowed from our folks. Just hate having it all hanging over my head.
I'm trying to pick up more shifts at work.
Just saying, fill them out, you know? Lord helps those who help themselves.
Everyone is gobbling up your strawberry tarts. Kevin says I should get the recipe if I know what's good for me.
Aw. Well, how is the punch doing? Do we need more cups?
No, we're good.
Just like to get everyone's attention for a minute. I just want to say that I can't believe it's been almost a year since we've been here with y'all, and well, I just want to thank everybody for making us feel so welcome. So here's for you. Now, most of all, I want to thank my wife, Mary, for putting this little fundraiser together. Mary, come on over here, take a bow. Now, I don't know who spends more time here, me or Mary. I think it's Mary. I just want to say how thrilled I am to have my parents here with us tonight. Now, y'all know my daddy. He's pretty much a legend here in Tennessee, Pastor Dan Winkler, Huntington Church of Christ. My mama, Diane. Now, I know you all make them feel as welcome as you have us. All right? Thank you.
We've known Mary since she was a little girl. We loved her like a daughter.
Like daughter.
One second. Deli, this is Mary.
This is Regions Bank calling from Mary Winkler.
Here you go, Mrs. Burney. Have a great day. Hello, this is Mary.
Mrs. Winkler, this is Regions Bank again. Please don't hang up. We have a problem with some bad checks. If you don't come in, it'll be turned over to the security department.
I can't talk right now. I'm at work.
Mrs. Winkler, this is serious. I'm sure we can work this out, but if you don't come in, there could be criminal charges. First thing tomorrow morning. And you need to bring your husband, Mrs. Winkler. Both of you have to be here. We open at 8 a.m.
To talk to you.
Just a minute.
It's important.
Can't wait till later?
No, it can't. Well, the bank called this morning. They said those checks bounced. We need to come in first thing in the morning to straighten it out.
of bed and get dressed.
What's wrong?
Just do what I say and hurry.
Hurry up, girls. Buckle up. What about Daddy? Mama! He said to go without him, Hannah. It's what he wants.
How did he get in the house?
He must have climbed through the window, honey.
Was he a robber?
Well, I guess so. He must have been.
Did he steal anything?
I'm not sure.
Did Daddy try to fight him? Is that how he got hurt? Why did we leave him there?
Because Daddy didn't want us to get hurt, too.
I don't understand. Are we gonna call the police?
Hush. Emily's sleeping. I told you. This is what Daddy wanted us to do.
I, Mary Carroll, promise to be a tender, faithful, loving wife.
I, Mary Carroll, promise to be a tender, faithful, and loving wife.
To cherish him in prosperity and trouble.
To cherish him in prosperity and in trouble.
To revere and obey him with a meek and quiet spirit.
To revere and obey him with a meek and quiet spirit.
To submit to your husband as you submit yourselves to the Lord.
To submit myself to my husband as I submit myself to the Lord.
Alrighty, ma'am. So that'll be $65.89 a night plus tax.
I'm only staying one night.
Gonna need a credit card from you, ma'am.
Doesn't anybody take cash anymore?
We still need a credit card in case you make telephone calls or whatnot.
But I have a cell phone.
Even so, it's policy, ma'am.
See, the thing is, I'm trying to keep this a secret from my husband. I don't want him to see the bill.
Oh.
No, it's not like that. I've got my 3 girls in the car. Please.
Well, I guess if you ain't using the telephone.
Thank you.
Well, I called his cell, I called Mary's cell, I called the house, and there's no answer. And he didn't come into the office today, even to pick up his mail.
Well, we can't start Bible study without him.
Yeah, it might be a family emergency.
Well, if he was sick or he had to leave town, he would have called by now. I think we should go over there.
Okay, girls, time for sleep. What are you doing with that phone? Who are you calling?
Told you she'd be mad at you.
You called Daddy. You know you're supposed to ask permission before using the phone.
Don't understand why we can't call him.
You know, Daddy always said he wanted to take you girls to the beach, so I'm thinking that's what we ought to do tomorrow. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, Princess, go to sleep. There you go.
Bobby, I'm telling you, they're not here.
Let's go try around back.
Bobby, we should just go.
Something's not right. The door's open. Matthew?
Anybody home?
I'm gonna go check upstairs. It's Bobby and Jean.
This isn't right.
Mary, honey?
What is it?
Oh, my Lord. Oh, please, no.
Come, get back.
Please, please.
Dear God, dear Lord. Oh, yes. Someone has killed our pastor.
Tonight, breaking news out of Selmer, Tennessee, and the murder of a highly popular Church of Christ minister.
Well, apparently from the appearance of the wound, he was shot from several feet away. No forced entry. Evidence of foul play confined to the bedroom. Over.
Roger that. Looks like someone shot him good in the back.
You know, we didn't even know if Mary and the girls were still alive. Matthew had a big heart, and he was always trying to help people who came to him. Some of them were drug users, and Lord knows what else. He could have refused someone help, and they got mad and shot him and took Mary and the kids. The thoughts that go through your head.
What is he? What's going on?
Matthew's been shot.
Where is he? Is he all right?
He's at home. He was shot in the back.
He's okay, right? He's okay.
He's gone.
This morning, we are announcing a joint operation of the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, the Selmer Police Department, the United States Marshals Service, and the FBI. We have issued an Amber Alert for Mary Winkler. 31 years old, Caucasian, brown hair, brown eyes, 5'4", 103 pounds, and 3 children. Hannah, 12, Emily, 7, and Sarah, 7 months. It is not known if the family is traveling alone or if they are captives of armed kidnappers.
Help! 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 You're dead! Help! Help! Oh, no, you got me.
Emily! What are you doing? Don't you ever point a gun at someone. Do you understand me? I'm sorry. Mama's sorry. I'm sorry. You all right? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sweet pea.
On the second day, we were able to track her cell phone to Orange Beach, Alabama. About 400 miles south. There.
Believed to be riding in a silver minivan, Tennessee license number CHR 241.
Mama, can we go to Waffle House for supper? Please, please, please.
Of course, baby. Waffle House, here we come.
Yeah!
What do you want on those waffles?
Raspberries.
Whipped cream.
Blueberries. Whipped cream.
Oh, and I want a chocolate milkshake too.
Silver minivan.
Woman driving?
Yeah, I think so. Proceeding with caution. Possible kidnapping. Occupants may be armed and dangerous. Repeat, armed and dangerous. Request backup. Over. It's Tennessee. Tennessee, Charlie, Hotel Romeo 241, headed west on Perdido.
Mama, what's that?
It's nothing, baby. Someone who just might want to talk to us, that's all.
Proceeding with caution. Possible kidnapping.
Mommy, what are they doing?
It's okay, girls. Everything's okay.
What are they doing?
What's happening?
Out of the vehicle!
Step out of the vehicle!
Hands in the air!
Now, step out of the vehicle! Get out of the
We just
vehicle!
have to go and talk to these nice officers.
Out of the van! Out of the vehicle!
We'll be just fine.
Now! Step out of the vehicle now!
Mama!
Mama? Yeah,
you all right, ma'am? Is there anyone else in the vehicle?
Don't hurt my girls, please. Be careful. It's okay, baby. Mama,
Just making sure there's no one else in the vehicle.
Okay, sweetie. Don't cry. You're okay.
Check the back.
It's okay. This is gonna happen.
Please.
Everything's all right.
It's gonna be okay.
Clear.
You're okay. Don't cry, baby.
Hey, what's going on?
It's okay.
It's okay, girls. We thought you might be kidnapped.
You're okay.
Hannah, what's
You're gonna be okay.
No.
No one's gonna hurt you.
Scaring them. I don't know.
Mama.
All right, Emily.
Harris, I got something.
Mama.
What are they doing?
Mama. All right, baby. Don't worry. Take care, Emily.
Where are they taking us?
All right. You're okay, Hannah.
The rats remain silent. Everything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. The right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you. Do you understand your rights, ma'am?
My girls are
Those
hungry.
are fine, ma'am. Well taken care of.
They're going to the Waffle House.
Mary Winkler and her 3 children have been found by the Orange Beach, Alabama Police Department. Mrs. Winkler and the girls are okay, and we are sending our agents to Alabama at this time.
Were they kidnapped?
Do you have a suspect?
Does Mrs. Winkler know who
Mrs.
killed the
Winkler a
pastor?
suspect?
We are happy that the children and their mother are alive and well. We have no further statement at this time. Thank you.
How long you been married, man?
13 years, 5 months.
I have to ask you to speak up, man.
13 years and 5 months.
And how was the marriage?
Good.
Y'all didn't have any problems?
No, sir.
Any financial problems? Anybody involved with another party? Either of you?
No, sir.
See, what I'm trying to figure out is how a mother of 3, married a little bit better than 13 years, nice, normal family, why you would do something like this. There's only one person who knows the answer to that, Mrs. Winkler. And it's you. What kind of noise did you hear?
It was loud and it woke her up.
He asked me. It was loud, and it woke me up. I went to Mama and Daddy's room.
Did you see your daddy?
He was on the floor.
Where was your mama?
She was... I don't know.
Did your daddy say anything?
Why?
Why?
Why? You know, like a question.
What's the bear's name?
Barry.
Barry.
Well, we sure appreciate you coming all this way this time of night. I know the girls will be glad you're here.
Are they all right?
Oh, they're fine. They're asking about the mama.
Can we talk to Mary?
She's still being questioned.
she's a suspect.
Officially, she's a person of interest.
Mary? No. It's not possible.
We thought they had made a big mistake, and they'd be letting Mary go that night. Mary, I'm so sorry for all of this. I wish we could take the handcuffs off so I could give you a proper hug.
It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay.
I'm so sorry. Putting you out with the girls.
We'll get through this, Mary. The Lord will give us strength.
She didn't utter a single word of remorse to either of us. She didn't even mention Matthew's name.
Mrs. Winkler, we need you to tell us what happened. We want to hear your side.
I don't know. Sometimes I think something might have happened. And then I just don't know.
What do you think might have happened?
Mrs. Winkler, where were you headed the other day when you left your house with your girls?
Driving down the road, something would come to my mind, and I'd think, there's no way. And then I'd think, maybe it did. And this would be the last time I'd get to be with them, so...
So you felt that because of what you did, you wanted to spend some time with your girls.
I didn't have much money. The girls had never seen a beach, so that's that.
Nice throw. Oh, sorry. Over here. I got it. Yes. Nice one.
I just wanted them to have a happy day before.
Before?
Actually, I hadn't exactly thought it through.
She drove hundreds of miles to Alabama. She's gonna run out of money. How's she gonna feed her children? How's she gonna get back to Tennessee? Tell you what she was gonna do? She was gonna kill her children and herself, and she was gonna do it here at the beach instead of back in Selma. She never admitted to that. It's just my opinion.
Mrs. Winkler, would you look at me, please? Mrs. Winkler, this is very important. Did you shoot your husband?
I think I might have.
On March 22nd, the body of Matthew Winkler was found in his home in Selma, Tennessee. On March 23rd, Mary Winkler was apprehended by law enforcement in Orange Beach, Alabama. She has confessed to the murder of her husband.
We can take a great measure of solace knowing that we will be reunited with Matthew someday. I never imagined attending the funeral of my own son. But our family is far from the first. King David lost 2 sons at the hands of others. God himself knows exactly what we are going through. In our sorrow, it's natural for us to look for a reason, an explanation for such a tragedy. But we must close our ears against the destructive forces of speculation and loose talk. Let our hearts and minds be filled instead with prayers for Matthew's soul and for the little girls he left behind and for their mother, Mary.
Be careful when you speak ill of the dead. The jury's going to want hard evidence to back up those claims in the murder one trial of a preacher's wife in Tennessee. Her husband apparently asleep in bed when he was shot in the back.
Mrs. Winkler, I'm Steve Faries. I'm here to help you. I'm a criminal defense attorney.
Criminal defense?
One of your cousins called me. No, what he said. I got a call from one of your cousins who said that he didn't figure that you would be able to afford a good lawyer. And he asked me if I would take on your case pro bono.
I don't need a lawyer.
Well, with all due respect, Mrs. Winkler, your husband was a pastor and you admitted to shooting him in the back.
That's why I don't need a lawyer.
I don't think you understand. This is going to be some little backwoods murder trial that nobody knows about. There's more media than you can shake a stick at right outside that door. You are currently on the cover of People magazine. The whole world is watching this case.
Oh, my Lord. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I don't want my girls hearing things.
What kind of things?
Whatever happens, I don't want anyone saying anything bad about Matthew.
You're afraid that people are going to say things about him? Why is that, Mary?
Because he was a good man. He was a fine man. That's just the thing. Can't we just say I'm a crazy, awful, evil woman and leave it at that?
I don't think you mean that. And I don't think that's true. Now, I understand that you're hurting. It feels like the whole world's closing in on you. It must be a terrible feeling, I'm sure. But I believe that I can help you if you will let me.
And you'll do this for free? How come?
Because you need me.
Last time.
she is. I'm gonna go first, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, he wanted to play. He said he's going to.
Hi. It's good to see you, Mary. I wanted you to know that everyone is praying for you.
Really?
Of course, sweetheart.
We got a list of everything you're allowed to have, and we collected a bunch of things from everyone. Mostly toiletries, toothpaste, shampoo, some really pretty soaps.
You did all this for me?
You're allowed to have 2 books. Figured you'd want a Bible.
The Ladies of 4th Street Church of Christ.
And this is a book of devotions.
I just can't get over y'all coming here for me.
Well, of course, honey. We love you. Don't you know that?
Keep praying, sweetheart. Don't lose heart.
God is going to take care of you. Don't worry about what other folks are saying.
Thank you.
Mary Carol Winkler, you are charged with the first-degree murder and the death of Matthew Bryan Winkler. Now, Ms. Winkler, do you understand the charge against you?
Yes, sir.
Very well. How do you plead? How do you plead, Ms. Winkler?
Not guilty, sir.
So added. The defendant is hereby remanded to the McNair County Jail until further notice.
It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right.
Tonight, breaking news out of Selmer, Tennessee, and the murder of a highly popular Church of Christ minister. His wife, the mother of 3, Mary Winkler, waives bond hearing, waives preliminary hearing. Why? Most likely so the public will not hear the details.
If ifs and buts were candy and nuts, what a Merry Christmas it would be.
And it would indeed be a Merry Christmas for the prosecution if there were any merit at all to the scurrilous speculation.
Whispers and innuendo about the supposed motivation behind this crime are not coming from my office. What I can tell you is that we have a confession, and I fully expect it to be entered into evidence.
But this is not a 250-pound, 6'5", tattooed, one-eyed defendant.
The charge is murder in the first degree. That means that we believe that the defendant's actions were premeditated, that she intended to kill the victim.
This is a fragile, confused, and frightened young woman.
As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, sisters, let's go down, come on down.
Would it be nice to live down here by the beach?
I'm gonna use minister's salary.
Well, after I get my degree, I can teach full time.
I'd have my own congregation by then.
Think so?
Good to see you. Prettiest pastor's wife ever was.
I can teach Sunday school for you, and I can type up your sermon.
I might be too busy with the kids.
Well, that depends on how many.
Well, 10 or 12 ought to be enough, don't you? What? 8? 6?
Baby. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show me
Mary,
the way.
How am I supposed to form a defense for you if you won't give me anything to go on?
There is no defense for what I did. I don't even deserve a defense.
What about the girls? They deserve it, don't they? If you go to prison, they're going to grow up without a mama.
Maybe they're better off that way.
Oh, that's baloney. You don't believe that for a second. How would they be better off without a mama when they don't even have a daddy? Mary, we haven't known each other very long, but I know people relatively well. And I know that you did not just wake up one morning and think to yourself, today I think that I'm going to shoot my husband. I think there's more to this than you're telling me.
It was fine for a while when we first got married. But then when things started to change, well, I just took it like a mouse. I didn't know anything else. My mama, she just took it from my dad, you know.
So he would put you down.
Oh gosh, he'd just nail me to the ground.
Criticizing you, nagging you and whatnot.
Just on me. On me. I could never do anything right in his eyes. I never knew what was going to happen next. I'd think we were having a good day. And then bam. Have you asked for that raise yet?
I told you it was too soon. First parish. Haven't even been here a year.
But everyone's always saying how much they love you.
I don't want to discuss it. Why is this shirt so tight all of a sudden? What'd you do to it?
I washed and ironed it like always.
You put it in the dryer, didn't you?
No, I did not.
And what's all this for?
For Hannah's birthday.
You don't buy anything for the girls without my approval.
Well, I didn't spend very much money on it.
And was he going at you when it happened?
I can't even imagine.
Pulling the trigger.
They're claiming spousal abuse.
What took them so long?
When you have no other case.
Can they prove it?
The pastor was squeaky clean. No women on the side, no pilfer in the church treasury. She was the one writing bad checks, not him.
Diane. Hello?
Hello?
Diane? It's me, Mary. Can I speak to the girls, please?
You called at a bad time. Hannah's at her swimming lessons, and
well, can I talk to Emily?
Emily is at a friend's house. What a shame.
This happens every time I call. They are still my children, Diane. Diane!
I'm giving you a chance to spare yourself and your family a painful and unnecessary ordeal.
What are you offering?
Murder 2. 25 to life with the possibility of parole in 18 years.
We'll see you in court.
Man 1. 15 to life. She serves at least 12 at a facility close to her family. That's as low as I can go. It's a generous offer for a capital murder case.
Mary?
If I go away to jail for 12 years, I'll never get my girls back. They'll grow up without me, and they'll grow up hating me. No, I can't live with that.
Are you sure? It's a good offer. Before you turn it down, I want to be certain that you understand that. They have a very strong case. We'll take our chances with the jury.
That's quite a gamble you're taking, Mrs. Winkler. If you lose, you could go away for life.
The high-profile murder trial of Mary Winkler begins today in Selmer, Tennessee. Mary Winkler is the wife of Pastor Matthew Winkler, who was murdered in their home on March 22nd, 2006.
I heard she had a boyfriend over in McMinnville.
Leanne, the girl who does my nails.
Mine too.
She said she saw her smoking in the parking lot behind the deli.
Well, people say that she opened up a bank account in her own name and was saving up to run away.
Why? That was the last word spoken on this earth by Matthew Winkler. And that last word was addressed to the one person he thought that he could trust the most. His wife. The defendant, Mary Winkler. And he said that last word as he lay dying on the floor of his own bedroom in his own home, after being shot in the back with his own 12-gauge shotgun, as he lay sleeping in his own bed. Why? The state will tell you that Mary Winkler opened up a secret bank account in her own name, that she withdrew cash from that account prior to the murder. The state will prove that Mary Winkler willfully and with premeditation murdered Matthew Winkler in cold blood, then fled the crime scene with her children, leaving her husband to die alone.
Matthew and Mary Winkler had what appeared to everyone who observed them, those on the outside, a marriage made in heaven. But behind closed doors, it was a living hell. Mary Winkler was invisible. Mary Winkler lived in the shadow as a second-class citizen. Matthew Winkler was the face of that family. He was the preacher. He was the important one. But he was also the cruel one. Mary Winkler lived a life where she walked on eggshells. And whenever things didn't suit Matthew Winkler, Mary paid the price. He didn't like the way she talked. He didn't like the way she walked. He didn't like how she washed his shirts. She was not a perfect person, but she had to be, because she was the pastor's wife.
Three days after she cashes the fraudulent check, the bank calls and she knows she's been caught.
That night, she tells her husband about the bank.
Or she doesn't tell him.
But she knows that if she's going to get away with it, she's going to have to act now before he finds out.
So she shoots him. It's early in the morning. She figures it'll be hours before anyone finds him.
And by that time, she'll be well on her way to Mexico with the kids.
She's not gonna get very far on $500.
Well, she's planning on withdrawing more money than that. A little at a time.
But then the bank calls, and it's now or never.
After Matthew hit you, did he ever apologize or beg your forgiveness?
No, never. We just go on like nothing ever happened.
You never told anyone, you never called the police.
Gosh, no.
Did anyone ever see you with bruises?
No, I just put on makeup, put on my sunglasses. No one could ever tell.
That's amazing. That's quite a performance that you put on.
Performance?
Well, you played the role of the pastor's wife. And you played it so well that no one suspected a thing. Now this is critical. I know that he threatened you, but did he threaten you on the morning that it happened? Specifically. Try to remember.
Mary suffers from a form of post-traumatic stress disorder.
Is that not what some soldiers suffer from when they come back from war?
That's right.
To your knowledge, has Mary Winkler ever served in the military?
No, Mary has a dysthymic disorder. It's a form of depression related to her husband's emotional, verbal, and physical abuse.
Objection, Your Honor. Speculates to events not proven in court.
I'll allow it. You may continue.
Over the course of her marriage, Mary has experienced dissociative episodes where she loses track of herself, what she's doing.
As a sort of coping mechanism?
Yes, that's right, but it's not conscious. I believe Mary was in a dissociative state when she shot Matthew, which would explain why she has no memory of the shooting.
It's been rumored for days, but now we can report that in a controversial move by the defense, Mary Winkler is expected to take the stand.
Mary, the prosecutor is going to ask you point blank, if you were physically abused as you claim, then why did you not call the police?
Well, I was ashamed. We weren't just any old couple. Everyone knows us around here. Who's gonna believe you if your husband is the pastor? Be his word against mine.
Why didn't you ask for a divorce?
You don't know much about the Church of Christ, do you? Divorce is not an option.
Especially for a pastor's wife?
I kept saying to myself, I'll just try harder to be a better wife. I'll do whatever I can to make Matthew happy. But nothing ever could.
You loved Matthew?
Of course.
Did you ever wish Matthew dead?
No.
Not even in your dreams or in your fantasies?
No. Maybe, but not like this. I just wanted it to stop. That's all. I just wanted it to stop.
Look straight at me and you'll be fine. Don't look at anyone else in the courtroom, just me. And answer my questions simply, truthfully, and without embellishment. And do not offer any information that I don't ask you for directly. Okay?
We've heard testimony regarding so-called financial irregularities and such. Did there come a time when your husband asked you to open an account at another bank in your own name?
Yes.
Ye of little faith. Congratulations, Matthew Winkler. You have won yourself $100,000. I hate to say it, but I told you so.
Please accept this check in the amount of $4,900 deducted from your winnings.
And that's just a down payment till the big check gets you.
This says we need to send in almost $3,000 for some state tax.
You never mind all that. You just deposit that $4,900 and stop paying off some bills.
He said for me to open a new account in my own name so that if the check bounced, it wouldn't hurt him or embarrass the church.
And that didn't sound strange to you at the time?
No. He took care of all the finances. He told me to do something, I did it.
After you deposited the sweepstakes check, what happened then?
I withdrew cash right away for expenses, and then I started to write checks for bills, but they all bounced.
Did there come a time that you told your husband about the problem at the bank?
The night before.
The night before Matthew died?
Yes, sir. Matthew, I need to talk to you.
Just a minute.
It's important.
Can't I wait till later?
No, I can't.
What? What is it that's so important?
Well, the bank called this morning. They said those checks bounced. We need to come in first thing in the morning to straighten it out.
I'm not going to the bank. You made this mess, you clean it up. I don't want to get dragged into it.
But they said we both need to go in.
Well, I didn't write those checks, you did. My name's not even on that account. Shut the door.
On or about February 5th, 2006, was Matthew involved in an altercation with your neighbor?
Yes. He threatened to shoot her dog. It was a Rottweiler. Matthew was afraid it was going to hurt our girls, but I thought he was overreacting.
Hey there.
Hey.
Thought I'd come over because my boy was upset. And I thought he must have misunderstood. He said you threatened to shoot our dog. And I said, no, he didn't. That's our neighbor, the pastor.
Hey, forgive me, ma'am, but I got 3 young girls over here. There's a Rottweiler. And a Rottweiler just as soon kill you as look at you. I just thought your boy should know that there's some folks around here who shoot a dog like that.
He's old. He's sweet as pie. He's been around children all his life. Oh, Sammy wouldn't hurt a flea.
Well, I just hate for something bad to happen to him, that's all.
You have a nice day then.
You too.
Matthew, I have to be like that.
Don't you ever challenge me in front of the kids. Who's the head of this family?
You are.
I didn't hear you.
You are. Baby's crying.
This is my mother's.
After Matthew kicked me in the face, I was afraid to go to the doctor, but eventually it got so bad, I had to go. I told him I was hit by a softball.
When you told your doctor that you were hit by a softball, that was a lie, wasn't it? Did you or did you not lie to your doctor about the cause of your injury?
Yes, I did.
Did your doctor believe your lie?
I think so.
You must be a pretty good liar.
Objection. Sustained. Move on, counsel.
No police report, no doctor's report, no photographs, no eyewitnesses. In fact, you never told another living soul. Until now. You have no actual proof of any kind, do you?
Maybe not.
Just answer the question, yes or no. Do you have any proof that you were physically abused by Matthew Winkler?
No.
Of course not. Because there isn't any.
Court will recess for the weekend.
Why do we care why the pastor's wife shot her husband? I mean, women all over the country are sitting in prison for killing their husbands. Nobody cares about that.
Was she beaten? Were the girls molested? Was there financial problems? Was she have a mental defect? Why? Why are we bending over backward?
This is a small town. You can't hide this kind of thing here. I was Matthew's assistant. I worked with him every single day. Don't you think I would have seen or heard something?
Honestly, I didn't know what to think. I mean, if you knew Matthew, it just didn't seem possible.
Everyone loved him. Everyone looked up to him.
If you don't tell me everything, I cannot help you. Mary, I want you to listen to me very carefully. If you go to prison, you will never see your girls graduate or go to the prom. You will never see them get married. You will never get to know your grandkids. Is that what you want? So if not for your sake, then for the sake of the girls, it's your last chance. You have to get back on that stand and tell the jury everything you've been hiding. Good news, Mary. The family court judge has granted our motion compelling the Winklers to bring the girls for a visit. 1 hour on Saturday.
Bless you.
Girls, hey! You look so beautiful. Both of you, Emily. Oh, you look so big. And Hannah, you're just so lovely to look at. I have missed you every single minute of every single day. I want you to know that. Emily, baby. Baby, look at me. It's okay to cry. It's okay. Sweetheart, did you dress Sarah special just for me? Oh, let me see. She's trying to stand. Oh, she looks so big. There's my big girls. Oh, thank you. Okay, I want to hear all about it. I want to hear all about it. I want you to tell me about your new school, your new teachers, your swimming lessons, your piano lessons, your friends. I want to know everything.
Mrs. Griffith is so pretty. And me and my friend Allie were the best fellows. And we got to name Wilbur. He's our hamster.
Do you miss Daddy? Of course I miss your daddy. Didn't you love him?
Shut up.
Hannah, I loved your daddy. Then why did you kill him? Why did you have to kill him?
Shut up, Hannah! Shut up!
You shut up!
I think it's time for us to go.
Haven't you gotten any of my letters?
Come on, Hannah.
I explained in letters. I wrote you every day. You're a liar. Everyone knows you're a liar.
Stop it! You read me everything!
Why aren't you giving him my letters? You killed Daddy and you don't even care. I want my baby. Tell me what you need to know. I'm ready to tell you everything.
Mary, will you tell the court how Matthew responded when you asked for a divorce?
Mary?
I already told you. Absolutely not.
Matthew, I can't take it anymore.
Divorce will not be allowed. If you leave, I'll come get you. Wherever you go, I will find you.
Matthew, please.
Oh, you think I'm bluffing? You try me. I'll cut the brake lines on your car. Tragic accident, that's what we'll say. Oh, poor Mary.
Can't you just...
Or I'll just take a knife and I'll cut you into a million tiny pieces.
Scaring me.
I'm scaring you. How scared of you now, huh? You think I wouldn't use this?
Don't. Please.
Ready, Mary?
No.
Mary, will you please open this sack? What's inside the bag?
Shoe and a wig?
Will you please take it out and show us? Do you recognize the items? Please answer yes or no. Do you recognize the items?
Yes, sir.
The defense enters exhibits F and G into the record.
So noted.
Where did these items come from?
Matthew bought them.
For what?
For me to wear?
It's dressing up. Did Matthew ever ask you to do anything else?
Yes. He made me look at pictures on the internet before sex.
What kind of pictures?
Dirty pictures. Pornography.
Mary, did he ever try to have you engage with him in any type of sex that you felt was unnatural?
Yes, sir.
Tell the jury what that was.
He made me have sex in my body.
Speak up, Ms. Winkler, please.
He made me have sex in my bottom.
Did this cause you concern or worry?
Yes, sir.
Did it hurt you?
Yes, sir.
And what was his response to you when it hurt you?
He said that he saw a show one time. He saw a show one time where if something bad happened during it, well, they said there's a surgery to fix that.
On these occasions, Mary, was there bleeding?
Yes.
When was the last time that this abuse took place?
The night before it happened.
The night before the shooting?
Yes.
Was she lying? So many people thought so, but there was nothing anybody could do about it.
I wanted to stand up and scream.
I was so tired that morning.
Shut her up. Shut her up. It's ridiculous.
Matthew!
You won't shut her up. I can shut her up.
No, Matthew. We're gonna suffocate her.
I don't care.
Leave her alone. Don't you do it. You're gonna suffocate
Don't you
her.
lay your hands on me. Don't you ever lay your hands on me. See this. Up all night. Shut up. Shut her the hell up.
It's okay, Princess.
Did he ever try to suffocate the babies before?
Yes. He'd done it to all the girls. It was his way of making them behave. See, Sarah had respiratory problems. I could not let him do that to her. I just couldn't.
What else do you remember about that morning, Mary? Mary? You can do it, Mary.
didn't mean for the gun to go off. I didn't. Oh, all I was trying to do was to get his attention.
Why?
Mama? Go away, Hannah. Go away. Oh.
That was quite a performance, I'll give her that.
She should win an Academy Award.
The jury begins their deliberations tomorrow. If convicted of first-degree murder, Mary Winkler could be sentenced to up to 60 years in prison.
She wants out after allegedly gunning down her husband in cold blood, one shot to the back. Will she be back in the church parsonage by lunchtime tomorrow?
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, have you reached your verdict?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Mr. Foreman, please give the bailiff the verdict. Ms. Winkler, if you would stand, please, ma'am. All right. Mr. Foreman, on the charge of first-degree murder, how do you find?
Find the defendant, Mary Winkler, not guilty.
On the charge of second-degree murder, how do you find?
We find the defendant, Mary Winkler, not guilty.
On the charge of voluntary manslaughter, how do you find?
We find the defendant, Mary Winkler, guilty as charged.
It's going to be right. Case is adjourned until sentencing.
This is very good news, Mary.
This means I get to see my kids.
It does.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I was shocked when the first vote was taken. Most of the women wanted Mary to walk. There should have been more men on the jury.
I believed her. She was lying. What was her motive in shooting Matthew? Couldn't have been over the bank miss.
Never really did understand what the verdict meant. She was guilty, but she wasn't guilty.
This case was won and lost in jury selection. Mary Winkler's lawyers picked the right jury for this case. Then she got on the stand and won her freedom. Her testimony won the day for her.
It's a sad day for the Tennessee judicial system when a cold-blooded killer gets away with a crime.
I don't think we'll ever know if she really meant to kill him or not.
People say that she's been punished enough. Not for some.
I believe in forgiveness. I preach it. I don't know if I ever can.
You like some more coffee?
Mm-hmm. Hey, see that lady who shot her husband got away with it?
Wanna be next?